Hey there, thank you for joining me. And yes, you do see it right, I'm going to be playing some Palworld. I'm pretty sure that everybody knew about the release months ago because there was a lot of controversy around it. Immediately people started accusing the creators of stealing from Pokemon. I kind of ignored the whole game, to be honest, because to me it was more like, I thought it was a kid's game. Recently I picked it up, I played it a little bit with the family, with the wife and with my 8-year-old daughter, and it's a lot of fun. Honestly, in a way it is a kid's game, but in many ways it's not a kid's game. But for me, the deciding factor to actually do a series about this is the fact that my daughter told me, and she's a really hardcore Pokemon fan. She said there are some similarities between Palworld and Pokemon, but on the other side, they have nothing in common. And I literally quote that. Let's just dive into it. You will see that I actually do have some hours into it. I'm by no means an expert, but I do feel comfortable actually doing a series about it. Start game. You can see I tried some solo stuff, played with my daughter here. This is my wife, so let's create a new world. Let's call this Muddy YouTube series. Confirm. Single player, so multiplayer's off, difficulty normal. No custom settings. I don't want any cheats or anything like that. Just play. I mean, it's just a fun game. Start the game. Okay, so you can create a character. I'm not going to do anything special. Mod the Gamer is my name. Presets will just take... Yeah, let's take the older guy. I wish I was built like that, but I'm not. But I will just leave it the way it is. Maybe I can change my hair color. Change it to brown. This is how far we'll go in character creation. I don't want to waste 10 minutes of your time here sitting here. Start game is fine. We will leave the grey beard. Alrighty. The game is smooth as hell. So I've played for quite a few hours. The interface, the movements, the animation, it's all very, very good. I really, really like this. Like I said, I ignored it for some time, and yeah, I thought it was really a kiddie game, and I didn't like the whole Pokemon controversy around it. So let's open this chest. So this is by no means a tutorial, but I just want to do a series about it, and it really is not that very complicated. Like, it needs really a tutorial, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, spent some hours in it, and it's a really fun game. It's really interesting. And like I said in the intro, it's really not as kiddie game as you think it is. Okay, so you can unlock fast travel. These statues will allow you to fast travel over the map. So the map is really small right now, but we'll open this up. Actually, scroll this down, I think. So you can get all these fast travel points. You travel faster over the map. It's kind of self-explanatory. Then you have some NPCs you can speak to. A castaway, been a while since someone who didn't stink of pals washed up here. This island is a living hell. The people I came with aren't with us any longer. Those damn pals ate every one of them. You be careful out there. Here, take some basic supplies. You need to toughen up if you want to survive out there. She or he gives us some wood. Pick up some wood here as well. The normal survival gathering stuff, the normal survival grind stuff. So these are pals. So let's get the controversy out of the way right away. Because a lot of people felt that it had a lot of similarities with Pokemon. And there are similarities. There's definitely similarities with Pokemon. For example, if you're familiar with Pokemon, you know that the Pokemon are kept in Pokemon balls that you can throw to unleash, release your pets for fighting purposes, give or take. And in this game, you kind of do something similar, but the pets in this game, they can also do work and labor for you. So the other similarity with Pokemon is that the creatures are really cute. some creatures do resemble some of the Pokemon creatures, especially if you're familiar with Pokemon stuff like Eevee, kind of like a little cat slash fox. But to be honest, if you want to create cute little characters, then it's going to be difficult to make a fox look like something completely different from a fox in Pokemon. You know, a chicken looks like a chicken. You know, a lamb looks like a lamb, and a cat looks like a cat. So it's just like, the moment you add a level of cuteness to it, it's going to be very likely similar to whatever Pokemon is doing, I think, to be honest, you know? And honestly, that is where the similarities stop. For the rest, this whole game is really about the base building. You use the pals, which are basically the creatures here. You have the pals of different breeds and types. You use those to help you in your base. To gather resources, craft materials, and things like that. But let's open up some chests. You can see that I'm getting some gold coins, some bread, some medical supplies, and like I said, it will show itself later on what it's for. And this is a journal book, so let me open that up for you. So along the way we will find journals. It's important for the storyline, so I will read it to you. I found a strange device on the shore. It appears to be some kind of electrical contraption, but its odd design looks like no modern technology I've ever seen. The device is capable of recording images and displaying information about what is shown in them. I've decided to take photographs of the island using this device and use them along with this journal to document what I find. And this is the one we picked up just now. As I explored around on foot, I found a sphere that emits a peculiar blue light. I threw it without much thought, and the creature landed near transformed into what seemed to be light, as though the sphere had absorbed it, kind of like a Pokemon ball. Unbelievably, when I tried throwing the same sphere again, the creature reappeared from the light and stared at me with what seemed like an amicable expression. As I began to create a shelter to protect me from the elements, the creature astonishingly began to help me. How useful. Wanting to deepen my connection with the living thing, I decided to name its kind Pals. To match, I christened the land Palworld Island. So that's kind of the story. Is you're going to find more of these journals. I hardly found any in the hours that I played, to be honest. But what is also really cool about the game is that you can climb almost any surface. You lose stamina while doing so, but I can, for example, also jump in this tree here. Look. So I'm losing stamina. You see my stamina go down, and then I fall down. Fall damage does exist in the game, but it's really very, very limited, and you have to fall from quite substantial height. But in the right top, you can see that we have a little bit of tutorial going on, so let's do that. Open the menu with Ask, check the survival guide. And then you have a whole guide here, but that's, you don't have to read that in order to go to the next section. Open the build menu, select primitive workbench, and select the build location. So build location is basically where you're going to build your own first base here. And a lot of people decide to build here, which is actually a really nice spot for early on. So we're going to do that too. So I'll see if I have enough resources on me. Let's pick up some wood here. Build primitive workstation. I kind of put it here on this. Let's put it actually. So it's not built yet. You have to build it. You have to actually construct it. You can see that it takes 5 seconds. The moment you have a pal with the building ability, they will actually help you out. It's really fun. So right now, we did that part. Let's go to the technology screen. This is where you can select your upgrades. You have technology points that you can assign to certain things. We want to get a pal box. That will allow us to actually get pals and assign them to my base. And a pal sphere to capture those pals. We also want a campfire. And we want a wooden chest. We basically will get most of these things. You just don't have the points yet until you level up. And then more options will open up for us. On the right hand top, craft a pal sphere. I'm not sure if we have the resources. We need wood, stone, which we have, and a pallium fragment. Now, pallium fragments you can mine here, but we don't have a pickaxe, but I think you can actually hit it. Let's see, I only need one to craft a sphere. It takes a while, but we do damage. Ah, come on, give me one. Just one, just one. There we go, got one. It loots automatically, by the way, as long as you're in an area. Okay, so we'll create a pal sphere. So then you hold F to start working. And we're actually leveling up. So we have some skill points that you can... It's on the inventory, but you can actually enhance your stats here. And from what I've heard is that it's really important to level up your stamina. We have 2 skill levels available right away. because we're going to use that a lot in the beginning. Okay, the workbench can also help us with the pickaxe. The interesting thing about the workbench is that the moment you're done crafting, you actually have to pick it up. Let me show that to you. So, we're done crafting, right? It's not in our bag, not in our hotbar, or wherever that thing is. Look, we have to pick it up. F for acquire. Now we have it. And you have 4 tools that you can equip at the same time. So you can kind of revolve through them with the middle mouse button. I will show that to you because we're going to craft, for example, the normal stone axe. So in the beginning, it's really getting used to, because you craft something, you think you already have it on you, but you have to pick it up. So now I have a stone axe and a pickaxe. So I can actually use my middle mouse button to kind of rotate through that stuff. We also want a club. I need some more wood. Isn't that handy that we have an axe, so I can actually start chopping down some trees. And like I said, the animation, the interface, it's all very, very smooth and slick. So you don't even have to press E to loot this. Or I should say F in this game. Looting is F. If it's laying on the ground before you start chopping, for example, then you have to pick it up. But the moment you're chopping or mining, it will automatically be picked up as long as you're in the radius. So let's create a club. The thing with the pals is, in order to capture them, you have to weaken them. Just like it says on the right hand top there. Attack pals to weaken them, press Q to throw a pal sphere and to capture them. So all pals come with different abilities and different skill sets. So a chicken, you can use that on a farm and she will lay eggs, which will serve as food. Now a kitty is a mining pal that also can, for example, help building and carrying stuff. So a kitty is really one of my favorites early on. So let me get the club. So we're going to start hitting this one. You can see the health go down, and when it's down far enough, you have to be careful because, let's see. So we have a 100% success rate, so this pal is going to get captured. And on the right hand side, while the other ones are going to attack me because they feel threatened. So every pal comes with... Ooh, that was too far. I didn't want to kill it. Every pal comes with random traits. Some are good, some are bad, some are great, some are horrible. But you kind of want to capture several pals so you can actually pick the one that you want to continue with, and the other one you simply put in your box. You can release them if you want to, but there's actually a good reason to put them in your box, because you can use them later on to, let's say, sacrifice them to make the other pals stronger. So like I said, this is not completely a kiddie game. So my 8-year-old plays it, but yeah, she kind of, yeah. It's doable, let me put it that way. It's not like this is a zombie game or anything like that. I don't have any more pals here, so... So yeah, so we have a couple of pals now. And right now they are in my party. Because you have a party possibility of 5 pals that you can have on you at all times. Which is usually what you want to do, because all those pals can help you fight. So while you're exploring, you have some backup, and they will also get experience faster that way. But the other thing you can do is assign pals to your base. Right now we only have like a workstation there, so there's nothing going on. But let's see, it says it wants us to craft a cloth. Oh, he's still pissed off another cat. I don't have a pal sphere, so I can't capture it, so unfortunately we'll have to kill it. We get some berries in return. Okay. Then it wants us to build also a pal box in an open space. Let's do that first of all. And I have some more skill points, because in the beginning you level really fast. Let's do more stamina. Okay. Now we want to build a pal box. Here we go. We need more paldium. Got my pickaxe. And that's really, the pal box determines where your base is going to be located. Because until you get higher level, you can only have one base in the beginning. So you cannot simply say, I'm going to go all over the map dropping pal boxes everywhere. Game won't let you do that. Let's put a pal box down here. The pal box comes with a radius as to how far your base, basically the borders of your base, and how far your pals will actually do work. So let me build this first. Takes about 10 seconds. while the pals are in my body, I can actually use... You can only throw one out at a time. I'm not sure if that changes later on, but as far as I've played, you can only throw out... Let me actually show you. So that's one of our kitties. I should have shown that before. The kitty immediately starts mining, because that's one of the abilities that the kitty has. But the kitty would have actually helped me build the pal box here. But let me show you kind of where the borders is. You kind of want to try to get the borders in a nice spot so you have like a lot of resources within the borders. If you see the blue line here, this is the borders. It's kind of a circle. It's better visible here. You see the blue line here. It's kind of in a circle radius. And you just want to make sure that you cover this whole area. This is all going to be the base here. So... Now what I can do is I can click on my body and I can look at the cats. See, they come all with different skills. So this cat is... all cats are a coward, first of all. They all have this, let's call it the bad trait, a debuff. All kitties are a coward. It's part of their nature. So, but some actually are very ferocious, so they have a lot of attack power. But if I go to my other ones, this one is destructive. So the morale, the mental health drops fast. So that is sun, as far as I can tell. Morale, mental health. So they get depressed faster. So this is really not a good kitty at all. And then this one is waterproof, which has 10% decrease to incoming water damage. And that is another similarity with Pokemon. Pokemon has different type of skills and schools of damage, if I can call it that. So you have earth, electricity, water, fire. And some of these counter each other, like water counters fire, earth counters electricity, if I'm not mistaken. And then you also have that in this game. So this kitty is more resistant to water damage that she would receive. But basically, they're not really great cats. This one is the best one that we have right now. So I'm going to leave that one in the base. The other ones I can put in a pal box. So this one goes to the base. See? And then this one, you have like all these pages here that you can go through. Because you're going to get a lot of pals. You need a lot of space. So let's put these away. I don't even want these in my party because they don't really do much for my fighting skills and my body strength. So this one is at the base. He's going to be helping. Or he or she. You can actually see that. See. It's a she. Yeah. Okay. You can also rename them. Let me actually do that too. I apologize. So go here. Add it. Because they're all called Kativa. Or Kativa. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that. But let's call this a worker kitty. So I know if anything pops up with a message about worker kitty, I know, hey, that's the one that's working on my base. We have to put it back in the base. We have spot for one. As the base grows, you can assign more pals to your base. Okay. Use tab to open your inventory and press the right mouse button to consume food. Okay. Well, we have a little bit here. Let's eat some food. There you go. Completed that part. It wants us to capture 5 lamballs, so we need to create spheres for that. You see? I don't even do anything. I just run through the rocks that he or she dug up. She, actually. So if something is already laying there, then I have to pick it up. But if they are chopping wood or gathering stone or something, I can run through it, and it's really, really easy. Now, on the right-hand side, you can also see that pals without beds will get stressed. So that's something that we do have to build. Now, we cannot build a pal bed yet, so we have to unlock that in the technology tree. Straw pal bed. So let's get that going. Okay, we'll just start putting it here. This is a nice spot. Right mouse buttons, you can keep building. I don't have the materials though. The other thing is that these resources respawn. Trees, rocks, even the paldium rocks, they will respawn. Now, because we chopped this one up here in this corner somewhere, if I would put a bed here, it would not respawn. So you kind of have to be careful with that, because you want to keep those resources available for you. Let's chop some trees. Some wood, we need some storage going. Really get a base going here. See, it picks us up automatically. I just love this stuff. And you can see the stamina go out. If you run out completely out of stamina, it has to refill completely, so you cannot do anything. So, for example, right now if I stop, it will refill. But if I want to keep cutting, I can go on. But the moment I go all the way to the bottom, it has to refill completely. You cannot do anything. We're now encumbered. So what I usually do is I build storage close to the area where they're going to be gathering a lot of resources. So this is a really good spot here. Because we have stone where the cat is working on. We have a tree. We have ore. So this is a nice spot actually to build a chest. And you will see that the cat immediately comes helping. See that? And if I help too, it goes a lot faster. I mean, it's cute as hell. Then you can also set up as to what you want in that chest. So I don't want anything in that chest besides wood, stone, ores, and ingots. So as soon as we have some pals that are not destroying rocks or chopping wood, they will start gathering this and put this in the chest. Usually that's really a slow process, so you will usually in the beginning you see a lot of stuff laying around in the base because nobody carries stuff. But yeah, that's part of the game. Okay, so we have that chest. I want to make another bed. I put them around these rocks, these cliffs here. There's one, and there's one. Then the other thing I want to do, let me close this, is actually see if we can craft some more of these pal spheres, because I need a whole bunch of them. Okay, start production. You can see on the right hand side that there's still no bed. Now the kitty was actually building that bed. So now there's one bed, and the kitty will probably build them all. So you can actually see that number go up on the right hand side. So kitty is pretty happy right now because she has somewhere to sleep. The other thing that I wanted to point out is that as you level, you can also level your base. So the PAL box has an upgrade available because we completed the pre-requirements. So you can click on base upgrade. The requirements were to build a wooden chest and deploy a work pal, which we did, which is a kitty. And because these are checked, we can now upgrade the base. And now it says that we can actually assign 2 pals, which we don't. Well, we have 2 bad kitties on the side, but I'm not going to use that. Okay, so see now the kitty is on a short break. You can see that on the right hand side. The other thing we want to do is make sure that the kitty actually has food. So let's get a feed box going. Not sure if I have the resources for that yet. You need wood. And in the beginning you do a lot of grinding yourself. And later on you basically have your pals doing that for you, and you spend a lot of time actually exploring and running dungeons and capturing new pals and killing stuff. Also in the beginning you can't carry much, so cut down a couple of trees and you're completely encumbered. I'm not complaining because in real life, I mean, you cut down half a tree, you can't even carry half a tree. So, but you kind of have to keep an eye on that. You can see the weight in the build there, 282 out of 300. So we can do a little bit more, but let's just store this. The other great thing is that everything you store in your base is readily available for you at your crafting benches and in your building. And that is, I wouldn't say completely unique, but most of the survival games don't have that. So they have access, for example, the crafting benches have access to, what is it, the base or whatever you're carrying, but some kind of make that more difficult. Kitty is resting, but I'm not sure why she's resting there, because she has a little bed. But let's get that feeding box going. Let's do it here. Amelia comes helping. Let's help out. Let's be nice to each other here. Okay. Now put some food in there. Before we put food in there, I'm actually going to build a campfire so we can actually cook some food. See, I try to keep away here from the resource areas. I want to give them space so they don't get stuck or bugged out or that they have bad pathing going on. So select recipe. Let's cook all these berries here. There's 35 of them. In the beginning you kind of have to do it for yourself, but at some point you actually get, for example, get a pal that has a fire skill. If you look above my berries that I'm baking, it says required kindling. So if you have a pal that has that skill, kindling, that pal will be cooking this for you. It's brilliant. Love it. So this is going to take a little while here. I'm going to leave that be. The berries actually will cook by themselves extremely slow, but I will just cook a bunch. Then I go to the feed box. And I will... Oh, I have to pick them up. Forgot it again. go to the feed box, put them in there. Kitty has something to eat. And I'm going to change this feed box. I don't want any ingredients. I only want prepared and cooked food in there. So she has access to 5 berries. That should be okay. You can see here that the baked berries are baking. Well, the berries are baking themselves really, really slow. So it doesn't go really fast. Okay, the other thing. These green glowing things, they are called lift monk or lift spheres. Let me see what actually the correct term was for this. And you can climb anywhere. It's brilliant. This. So let's see what it's called. A lift monk effigy. Collect lift monk effigy and offer them to a statue of power. So later on in your base, you can actually put down a statue of power, and you can then use all these green spheres to increase your skill with regards to, as far as I know, taming pals. Because every pal, depending on their level, has a certain difficulty level of taming, which is also dependent on your sphere type. Because right now we start with pal sphere, but you get mega sphere and giga spheres, and all spheres have an increased chance of taming a pal because they're used for the more difficult pals. In the beginning you have like a bunch of chicken and a bunch of lambs running around that are pretty easy to tame, to be honest. So it's not much of a deal, but later on you have these higher level ones that are more difficult to tame. Okay, the other thing that we want to unlock is actually being able to build something. So we're going to do wooden structure set here. I have still 9 points available. Repair bench is also handy to have. It's kind of a must-have. So what I can do is let's build. Let's build first of all some foundations. The house it's easy to build. The building is really pretty easy. There's some issues with roofing, but we'll get to that later. As long as you know how it works, then you can kind of work around that. And now we're cold, but I just want to get something going here. The house is not extremely important. It's more almost like for decorative purposes, to be honest. Got some windows in here. Goes really fast, as you can see. We're cold, so let's put a wooden roof on here. I hope I have enough resources. And then I didn't unlock my bed yet. Let's unlock that. And I think I need wool for that thing. I think I have the wool yet. Where's it at? Wood and wool, okay. But we're cold. So you have to be careful with that, because cold at some point actually will do damage to you. I'll just bake some berries in the meantime. Wool you can get from sheep. So you can kill them, they will drop wool. But you can also, for example, tame a sheep. Have a pal sheep that you can assign to a ranch, and then they will provide wool that way. Well, we'll get to that, but it's all very straightforward, to be honest. Okay, so we also have some food for ourselves here. I see some... is that a sheep over there? Yeah, that's a sheep. So we're gonna punch that sheep. Kill the sheep for wool, because I don't care much about the sheep in the beginning to have it in my base. To take up that second spot right now. We'll just do that, we get some meat. Is there any other sheep here? Because I see only kitties and chickens. I don't see anything else. You can see that my health is going down, by the way, the green bar. Slowly going down. I kind of have to be careful. There's another sheep there, because I need more wool. I think I only have like, how much should I pick up there too? I think I need more wool for my bed, so let's kill another sheep. Oh, not enough stamina. We got another level, but yeah. Let's get to the fire. Alright. What do we need for the bed? We need some more wood. I only need one wool, okay. Let's go. The range of that fire is not really big, but it should not really be a concern. You can craft some clothing really early on, and you're gonna be fine. Right now it's a little bit... because it's so intense. You have that whole screen blue, and you feel like, oh, you're gonna die right on the spot. That's so dramatic. Okay, is that enough wood? Should be enough wood, right? Let's see. There we go. I can put my bed down. You can sleep through the night like Minecraft. Let's turn it around. Nice in the corner here. Kitty is sleeping, so that's why Kitty's not helping. We'll do it ourselves. Unfortunately, working does not heat you up, does not warm you up. Okay. So you can then sleep. And that is the same rooster as Stardew Valley. I'm sure of it. Okay, we have actually a PAL box upgrade available again. That's good. Let's see. Because we built a workbench and a study bed, so base upgrade, we can now assign 3 PALs to our base. And we have a skill point available. I'm actually going to put that right now in weight, so we can carry more. Now we can carry up to 350. Alright, let's start looking around. We have a kitty. Kitties are awesome, if they have decent traits, I should say. We have a couple of spheres on us, 4. Oh, and we have a level 14 here. It's not hostile, so you can just walk past it. Some are hostile, and they will attack you. Usually they're not really in the beginning area. There's another kitty. Kitties are really cool. I really like kitties, and they are hard workers. They're not really good fighters, as you know, because they're all cowards. Let me get my club out. I'm gonna see if I can get some more. Oops, 100%, okay. Okay, almost killed it. Didn't want to kill it. You can see on the right hand side, it shows right away their traits. So they're both cowards, because all kitties are. None of them had a special trait. So there are, for example, you have also really like work slaves and kitties that are really good for the base. You're not that lucky yet. The other thing that you will notice is that I killed crap. Is that as I tame more species or more of the same kind, you get a bonus for every one that you tame in experience points. Up to, I believe the number is 12. And sometimes you can find these drops like a sphere, which is very handy. Some more kitties would be nice. Oh, and these are the ones that have kindling, and they are very interesting. The problem is also that they do a lot of damage, well, early on. You can try this. Yeah, they have a jump. Yep, you have to be kind of careful here, because... Yep, you can see already that I'm taking a lot of damage here. I actually have to run for it, because the other one was too close to this, so the other one started attacking me too. And then they have a fire debuff, so I have actually a fire dot on me. That also literally killed me. Yeah, this is not good. They normally don't do anything, but you can hear the music that I'm still in combat. So there's still... That one is still there, interesting, attacking me, so... And food doesn't necessarily heal you. That's the other thing. So I can eat food. It doesn't heal me. Your health will slowly go up by itself. But if you want to increase your health faster, then you need, for example, healing medicine. So yeah, these kitties are really good at cooking, but the problem is when I attacked the other one, there was a second one in close proximity that also got aggroed. Because if you attack one of, for example, a kitty, and there's other kitties in the area, then the same species will sometimes turn and attack. Very annoying. I really don't have any interest in taming the lambs, although when you do tame them, you get a little bonus for every species, up to 12 of the same type that you tame, or capture, I should say. It's really not taming, but it's capturing. You get a little bonus. Oh, we have another PAL box upgrade available. Okay. Let's click again, so we can already have 4. The other thing is when I attacked that Firefox, I didn't use any of my pals. These two are cowards, so they're really not great. I'm gonna put these down as workers. They're not really great to have as a fighting member in your party. Of course, they would help me out a little bit, but there's another kitty. Kitty ran off. You saw the... she saw me and she ran off. Well, we can do chickens. Gonna hit once more and then use a ball, 100%. And on the right hand side you can immediately see the traits. That's actually a fast chicken. Yeah, see, I just... The lower their health is, the more chances it is for you to actually capture them. I go a little bit far here. It's probably a fine already, 96%. And sometimes they can still escape, but 96 is normally kind of solid, so... So it's a conceited lamb. I'm not sure what conceited, so I'll check that in a moment. More chickens. I'm not sure if I have another sphere. I have 3 more spheres on the right hand bottom that shows. Okay. And like I said, if you see the capture, it says experience bonus 42. We still have 10 that we can capture for an experience bonus. Okay, there's some more lambs. We actually have a quest. We have to capture 5 of them. This is a dead one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. They kind of roll around. This one is kind of like relaxing. 100%. There's some berries. There's another lamb here. See, that one has 2 debuffs, so that is not a good lamb either. Oh, I have no pal sphere. Oh boy. Really? We can pick berries if we want to, but... Okay, so in my party, what do I have? Chicken. So you can see what they can do. Chicken is good at gathering and farming. Well, farming basically means that it's not the farms that you grow. So you can get a wheat farm, a berry farm. They can't do anything with that. Farming means that you can assign them to a ranch, and the chickens will lay eggs. Sometimes lays an egg when assigned to a ranch. The lambs, they're good at handiwork and transporting, so they're pretty decent early on to actually have. And when activated, equips to the player and becomes a shield. So some of these pals have partner skills. That, for example, if I throw that lamb out, and let's change it, you can swap here between all the 5 in your party. Let's use a lamb. I will throw that lamb. You can see that it can provide me with a fluffy shield. I hold F down. Here it comes. Poof. So now I have a little bit of a fluffy shield. And that shield, that orange bar, that will stay until that shield has been used, and then the lamb will drop again. I can cancel that right now. And I see we have a skill point, so let's do that. Let's do stamina. And I'll actually do health. I keep clicking there. Health. Okay, go. But we're gonna assign some of these lambs to the base. I think I have 1 more spot. Because they can carry. So take one of the kitties out. Kitties over here. And let's put the 2 lambs here. There they go. So the chicken, yeah, this is gathering of what you grow. So this is their ranching, they will lay an egg. And this is basically your farming. So if we grow berries on a farm, the berries are ready for harvest, and these chickens will go pick them up. For the rest, the chickens are really not great. So we'll just put them down. The box. I use it there for usually different pals. So the lamb on the right hand side has a minor injury, which is not too surprising because we almost killed him. So let's put some more beds down because we have more pals than we have beds. Oh, sufficient. Materials. But you can see, they will immediately start building. It's funny as hell. Okay. So in order to get the next stage, we need to build a berry plantation. Now we can unlock that on technology. Berry plantation costs 2 points. We still have 17 to go. We'll unlock that later. So we can build a berry plantation and then we can grow our own berries. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it here. This was just a quick introduction to the game. I really like the game, so I will do a series. I'm not sure how far I will go, but I really enjoy the game, so it probably will be a decent series. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye bye.